And we're limes.
Yeah?
No, we're live.
Yeah?
We're live.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy, WordPlay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We are back.
And we're whispering.
A little bit. That's what you did to me last time. You threw me off.
ASMR. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wait, yes. No, I'm not going to finish this thing.
Binaural audio.
Yeah.
We have buffering. We have an exciting show.
We do.
We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. We've been leading up into this for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and now we're finally here, and we appreciate you being here with us to enjoy this episode. We got a lot of hip hop topics, so we're going to talk about the future of hip hop, the past of hip hop, our present, and we're going to get into a tier list where we rank Billboard's top 25 rappers of all time. We didn't do the 50 because that would have been like a crazy amount of work, but like,
yeah, we give you half
that would have taken an hour to do. So we're gonna do the top 25, which is way more controversial than the top 50.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this. Our first thing is Lupe Fiasco has done a song called Glass of Water, and he's did it with Google AI. It's called TextFx.
Yeah.
And so it's a partnership with Google where he's able to like write his own lyrics, but then partner, kind of use the AI as a tool to set the stage, get ideas for rhyming words, and also just use the tool to like get his thoughts out in an organized fashion. So I thought it was interesting. It's a different way to use AI. And so maybe we can listen to a little bit of it and then discuss.
Indeed.
I'm going to write a full song with a kind of predetermined narrative and kind of goal using TextFx as the driver. So it's almost like we're going to be in dialogue. All right, so got the beat, got my little analog writing pad, I got TextFx, and I think that we're ready to go. So I think I have the first line. I'm gonna just start it with what the concept is. So I'm gonna start with, a glass of water. Right now I'm not gonna use TextFx or anything. I'm gonna just start with like kind of the beat first and this kind of open seed line. Say, a glass of water held up to the lips of a marauder, living like a order, a sorta. A glass of water held up to the lips of a marauder. I'm gonna do that. So I know I'm gonna do it like that. So a glass of water held up to the lips of a marauder. So I'm gonna dig into TextFx, and I'm gonna use that lips of a marauder as the scene, as the input. So we got scene going, dry and flaking. They look like they haven't had water in days.
Real quick. I find this very interesting after listening to oh my god, I can't think of the name of the song, but we just did a video on it with the hand signs.
Yeah, it starts with a P.
Anyway, I should know the song as a fan, but the point more so being
you are the worst Lupe fan in the world now.
I am tripping. It's so crazy. But what I'm wanting to point out is that
this is not the Lupe podcast anymore.
Precious things. And so
we've been demoted. We can't talk about Lupe ever again.
In Precious Things, it's funny because at the end he's like, because you don't use me to write the raps no more.
Yeah.
And then to watch him writing the raps.
With AI. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the one. glass of water held up to the lips of a marauder, looking like they haven't had a drink in days. All right, cool. So I'm gonna do that. I want to pin this just so I know where I came from. I want to do a few things with Marauder. Running Marauder to explode. There we go. My rider, Mary Water. Yep. My raider, Mayor Rude, Marador. Yep. That's exactly what I was looking for. To decorate a door with seashells. Wow. That's really good. And it's cool because I don't have to think about this other stuff because the work's already done. So it's just kind of like just sitting over here. So I'm going to try more rudder. Feeling more rudderless than a ship without a captain. Adrift, the ocean of life with no destination in sight. That's the one.
Yeah. So what do you think about this? Like, how interesting?
You know what's funny about this is it reminds me of Rhyme Zone.
What the heck is Rhyme Zone?
So Rhyme Zone used to be, it's like the thesaurus, where you would just go on and put in a rhyme word and you would get all the words that rhyme with it.
Oh, okay.
You can get syllables and things of that nature.
Would you get phrases too?
Not some, but very small phrases. Like it would just be like the syllables sound the same, kind of.
I think the phrases are more impressive for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're rhyming a word and then you rhyme a phrase with the word as the end of the couplet, that tends to be a little bit more impressive. But I digress. Rhyme Zone.
So Rhyme Zone, like I said, it's really just a thesaurus rhymer or finding rhyme words that I know rappers used to use. I used it a lot in like probably 2010 to about 2012.
So you've been a cheater before Zelda.
This guy. I knew you were gonna take a shot. I knew it was coming.
Pow.
But it's similar to what Lupe is doing here. Like you already know where you want to go. You just need to know, like, okay, is this gonna actually line up, or am I gonna do the Eminem thing, which is so central to him, which is take a word and like manipulate the syllables to match how I need them to.
Yeah, so he's gonna juice a rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
Until it's exhausted, and he might stick with the same rhyme scheme the entire 16 bars.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so that's what this reminds me of. I also think that it requires your mental to be way more advanced.
Yeah, so I think where this can go wrong is if somebody lets AI write the entire song. And I know that that's not going to be great. So like in my experiment with AI, which you can watch on my YouTube channel, WordPlay, youtube.com/WordPlay TJ, I did an experiment where AI was like doing every part of the song, the beat, the lyrics, and mixing, mastering, that type of thing. And it ended up being kind of meh in the grand scheme of things. But when it came to the lyrics, I had to get involved with the lyrics because the cadences weren't right. I had to fudge some of the cadences within my performance. So yeah, I had to make it more human and more palatable in that case.
And I find this more because see, even when you were talking about the cheating aspect, pow, shout to the heart.
You mean the mini hearts that you collected because
no, all my hearts were like very like already done before I did it. But the point about this that like requires your skill is the structure. You like your mental structure, like you're saying, because you can't go into this like anybody can't pick this up and all of a sudden become the best lyricist in the world.
How do you think this is going to be impactful for like future rappers?
I think it can be a great tool, but it just depends on how they use it. Because like you said, you can come on here and like it goes through, like you can find similes and metaphors and things that like connect, and it'll, pick each part and show you all the different things that you can kind of do. But if you don't have a cadence, if you don't know like the purpose of similes, metaphors, conjunction words, transitions, or how to like use syllables to like change your rhyme schemes, then it doesn't help you at all.
Yeah. So my thought is that like hip hop in the future is technology and has always been technology, right? DJs scratching, like plugging into the street lamps, all of that other stuff. Like a lot of people that mix and engineer hip hop and produce hip hop are like really tech nerds to a degree. And then Lupe's partnership with MIT is very valuable in the progression of hip hop. Where I get concerned is that where people think that all of this is going to supplant humans. And the reality is that AI is here to help humans be more efficient so we can focus on the higher level thinking skills.
I do think, and we just did a review of Travis Scott's Utopia.
Straight up.
But the next person that is in that mold that can use this is going to be unstoppable. It's unstoppable because not only do you already kind of have your producing and your cadence down if you're in this mold, you now don't have to like lean on like Kanye with a Consequence or a Sci-Hi. You can create.
Oh, so you got your ghostwriters.
You got your ghostwriters, and you can be, you know, a little bit more crafty with it if you have that mindset. So I think the next person is going to be able to use this basically like Neo in the Matrix. Like I can be over here producing, and then I can write the raps together with this program to say something that is lyrically on top. So that way I'm able to give the best of both worlds with my production.
Yeah.
So
word.